Hello, everybody out there. This is Dr. Bose. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you happen to be. If you're not here in Tucson time in Arizona, um, I've been reading through your English 101 drafts for the literacy narrative. I've seen some really good ones, some really nice stories about how literacy has changed, affected, impacted, um, disenfranchised, enfranchised your lives, and it's great to see this. A few patterns I'm noticing that I'm hoping that you all are able to revise in later drafts. I I'm seeing abrupt transitions. I'm seeing a lot of need for like concrete details, some more explanation of context as to like why certain things or certain events were important. So we definitely need to see more concrete details, more attention to context. Do attempt to incorporate things like dialogue, painting the picture in terms of scenery. Um, and I'm also interested really to see more pinpointing of like specific experiences instead of like kind of broad overviews of just how literacy kind of impacts your life. Okay. If the writing sounds meaningless to you as you're reading it, chances are it may or may not be very effective for readers as well. Now, consequently, on the other side of that, if you are the person and you are the person who has that lived experience, um, you may be coming to a point where you're writing about it and it's so obvious to you, but it may not necessarily be so obvious to other readers. And of course, that's where like the importance of peer review comes in. And you will, and hopefully see that soon in peer review assessment guidelines. So now, just a couple quick things that I need to mention. You'll notice I'm looking at DD5 HW2 due date 5. The deadline is coming up very soon, and I want to let you guys know that in terms of directions. It's all listed over here, but please know I have listed group members now by last name. And right now I'm just going alphabetical, more or less, which is how these particular groups were chosen. Okay, so these, if you're curious, you can always find contact information of your fellow colleagues' email addresses under class list, and that's the way that you can reach out to these people if you need to. Okay, but you will notice by your last name what you need to do for this project. So I'm just going to link out here, and there it is. Oh, good. And I just want to confirm that you will be seeing this screen. You can ignore these comments. These are more for my side. You'll follow the directions, add the names of your assigned group members. Okay, so you're going to do that all in here. You guys are going to be working collaboratively. Okay, so you want to make sure that each group member should complete the 5th section on experience. So this is divided up into rhetorical situation, project, process, learning, and experience. Yeah, everyone should be doing this one for sure. Okay. Now for the others, each group member must add at least 2 pieces of content or details to each of the 4 major sections, which are project, focus, learning, and experience. Oops, I'm sorry, rhetorical situation, project, process, and learning. So each group member should contribute to at least 2 pieces of content under those, and then everyone should do this one under here, experience. Okay, makes sense. So you'll do that. Okay, it's going to be collectively completed as per those instructions. Each class member will individually post a response in the discussion board area, providing a link to that collaborative reflection document. That is super important. And if I'm not seeing a link to the collaborative document, as well as a brief reflection, okay, with outline and goals for Module 2, then you will not get credit for this assignment. So do please make sure to follow the directions on that basis, okay? Let's see. For those of you in English 197B, you guys should mostly be up to speed. I think I've met with almost all of you, and I've been in contact with somebody else. But if you are in 197B, and if you're not, you can turn this part off for a second if you're not. But do make sure to look at or review the overview of due dates. Okay. Again, this is only for people enrolled in English 197B, and if you're not enrolled in 197B, you're only enrolled in 101. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, I think that's it for now. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you virtually. See you online. Bye.